Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. To the honorable, the juries and the audience. Probolinggo has a unique place. It is Mount Batok. And we will present the story of Mount Batok. Let's enjoy the story.
Do you know Mount Batok? No, I'm not sure. Have heard the story about it. Have you? Mount Batok was an active volcano which is located between 4 districts in Java: Malang, Probolinggo, Pasuruan, and the last one, Lumajang. Let's start the story with once upon a time. In Majapahit Kingdom, there was a calm and beautiful baby girl. Even in her born day, she didn't cry. It made the king and queen confused. The queen asked to the king, "Oh my king, why your baby just keep quiet? Is there something wrong with her?"
I don't know, honey. Maybe she's getting sick.
But suddenly, someone replied. It was royal physician. He said,
You don't have to be worried, Your Majesty. It's a gift for her. That's why she doesn't cry.
The king and queen were relieved, and because of her calmness, this beautiful baby called Roro Anteng. What a unique name, right?
Well, in another place, born a handsome baby boy called Joko Seger from an ascetic's wife. The ascetic gave him that name because he was strong and powerful. Imagine, he's too strong and he could make everyone on his village hurt him. Because he's too loud. Time flies. Both of them became an adult, and they knew that they were ideal type. Oh, and blown away. When we saw them, we could be hypnotized. Maybe I could too. One day, they met. From the first sight, made them closer. They used to meet just for hang out, talk about nothing, and take care of each other. On a very beautiful day, Joko Seger confessed something to her. Roro Anteng, I'm in love with you. Will you marry me? Then Roro Anteng said,
Yes.
they decided to go to the castle, asking for Roro Anteng's parents' permission to marry her as soon as possible. But there were a man who came to her parents. He is Rizky Maulida, a big cruel ascetic from unknown place. He said cruelly,
Your Majesty, I'm here to marry your one and only daughter, Roro Anteng. I am Rizky Maulida, a strong ascetic. Roro Anteng was scared. She could have rejected him, but she could not. The king saw her daughter and he said that he couldn't give him the answer. Roro Anteng gave him a little term to marry her.
Rizky Maulida, I have a little condition to you. Make a sea on top of Mount Bromo for me. In a night. More than that, I won't marry you.
She was very sure that Rizky Maulida could not did it. But ladies and gentlemen, Rizky Maulida with his confidence said, Roro Anteng, my dear, I'll do what you want. But if I succeed, you had to marry me. Ha 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 ha. Rizky Maulida rushed into the top of Mount Bromo, and when he reached it, he took an ascetic potion to turn himself to be a giant. Ooh, if I were Roro Anteng, I get chills when I see it. And with the help of coconut shell, he started digging the ground.
Roro Anteng watched in fear. She thought the way to make Rizky Maulida fail to fulfill her request. Suddenly, it crossed her mind to make an artificial morning. She ran to the village and asked for help. When it almost finished, Roro Anteng and the villagers came with straw and mortar. Flames emerged from the burning straw as if the sun had risen, while the sound of the mortar blow seemed to indicate the activities of the villagers pounding rice in the morning. And finally, Kukuruyo, Kukuruyo! A rooster crowed made her plan succeed. But Rizky was furious.
No, 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 no! I can't do this! I will marry Roro Anteng!
But once again, Kukuruyo, Kukuruyo!
Rizky was angry. He threw the coconut shell in his hand to the sky. And you know what happened with that coconut shell? It grew bigger and turned into a mountain right next to Mount Bromo. Therefore, this mountain known as Mount Batok. Batok in Japanese means coconut shell.
Let's go back to the story. Even though in a funny way, Roro Anteng was very happy because she is free from Rizky. Then Roro Anteng and Joko Sugar got married, and then they moved to a safe and very peaceful village. We know the village as Tungger. It's combination of their name, Roro Anteng and Joko Sugar.
Thank you for watching our story. From the story, we learned that God will help the people who has good attitude. The second one, the arrogant and the cruel people will not real life in the world. Thank you. I'm Mrs. Nurul Zulfida.
I'm Rizky.
I'm Aisyah.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.